You are standing at the edge of the ocean. It's beautiful, calm, almost hypnotic, but you've heard the stories. You know what they say about this place. Once you cross into these waters, you may not return. They call it the Bermuda Triangle. It stretches from Miami to Bermuda to Puerto Rico, a triangle drawn in the middle of the Atlantic. Sailors whisper about it. Pilots fear it. And for centuries, it has been a graveyard for ships, planes, and souls. You've come here searching for answers. But here's the first rule of the triangle. It doesn't give them freely. Let me take you back to the very first account. The year is 1492. Christopher Columbus, sailing into uncharted waters. In his journal, he writes of strange, glowing lights dancing along the horizon, a flame that crashes into the sea, his compass spinning wildly, as if the stars themselves had betrayed him. Was it a meteor, an illusion, or the triangle showing its first teeth? Columbus kept sailing, but the fear of these waters spread, and over time, those whispers became legends. A ship swallowed whole. Now, fast forward to March 1918. The U.S. Navy ship USS Cyclops, a massive steel beast with over 300 men on board. Its captain radios a single message. Weather fair, all well. Then silence. The ship never reaches its destination. No distress signal. No debris. No survivors. Just gone. Imagine that. 300 lives. Snuffed out in an instant. President Woodrow Wilson would later say, "Only God and the sea know what happened to the great ship." Maybe, or maybe something else knows too. December 5th, 1945. It's a clear afternoon in Florida. 5 Navy bombers take off for a training mission. Their call sign, Flight 19. But not long into the flight, something goes terribly wrong. Distorted radio reenactment. This is FD28. Everything looks strange. We can't tell where we are. The ocean doesn't look right. Their compasses fail. The lead pilot, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, grows disoriented. The men argue over which way to turn. They fly deeper into the unknown. Hours later, their fuel runs out. And then nothing. A rescue plane is sent. It too disappears. In one afternoon, 27 men are erased. To this day, not a single scrap of Flight 19 has been found. The pattern grows, but the triangle wasn't done. In 1948, a British passenger plane, Star Tiger, disappears. In 1949, its sister plane, Star Ariel, meets the same fate. In 1967, a yacht called the Witchcraft radioed for help, just 1 mile from shore. When rescuers arrive, the boat is gone. No signs of distress. No signs of life. It's as if the ocean opened its jaws and swallowed them whole. By now, people are terrified. This isn't a coincidence. It's a pattern. Theories, nature or nightmare. So what is happening here? Scientists offer theories. They speak of magnetic anomalies, invisible forces that throw off compasses and disorient pilots. They blame rogue waves, towering walls of water, capable of capsizing even the strongest ship in seconds. Some even point to methane gas eruptions, bubbles rising from the ocean floor, sinking vessels instantly. But then there are theories that defy reason. Some believe the triangle is a gateway to another dimension, a rip in time itself. Others claim it's a hot spot for alien abductions. And there are those who whisper of Atlantis, the lost city, and its deadly technology buried beneath these waters. Science offers explanations, but none can explain why, even today, the triangle still takes. The ones who lived. Not everyone who enters the triangle dies. A few survive, but their stories are chilling. One pilot describes flying through a thick, glowing fog. When he emerges, his instruments are dead, yet somehow he has traveled hundreds of miles in minutes. A sailor recalls watching his watch stop at 3:15 a.m., then restart hours later. He swears he lost time, lost reality, lost something else. Are these hallucinations, or glimpses into what truly happens inside the Devil's Triangle? Not everyone who enters the triangle dies. A few return, but their stories are not a relief. They are of terror, and when they speak, You can hear it in their voices. Whatever they saw out there, it changed them. Survivor account 1, the pilot. A man's shaky voice begins. Pilot's voice cracking. It was supposed to be a simple flight. Miami to Nassau. I'd done it 100 times. The day was clear until it wasn't. Out of nowhere, this fog rolled in. Thick, greenish, like nothing I'd ever seen. My instruments, all of them, went crazy. The compass spun like a top. My altimeter told me I was at 5,000 feet, but my gut told me I was skimming the ocean. And then there were the lights, not like lightning. They were moving, dancing, watching. I don't remember flying through them. I just remember being somewhere else. When I came out, I was over Miami, but my fuel should have been gone. And when I checked my watch, 3 hours had passed. 3 hours. I don't remember them. I don't know where I was. Survivor account 2, the sailor. Then there's Henry Alvarez, a Cuban fisherman. He and his crew set out for a 2-day trip. They made it back alive, but barely. Henry, speaking Spanish, subtitled in narration. The sea was calm, too calm. We felt like someone was watching us. That night, the stars vanished, not behind clouds. They just weren't there anymore. I looked at my watch. It said 3:15 a.m. I blinked, and when I looked again, it was 6:47. I swear to you, I didn't fall asleep. None of us did. It was like time stopped, or maybe it skipped. Henry doesn't talk about the rest of that night. When pressed, he simply says, the ocean wasn't the same anymore. Survivor account 3, the passenger. And then there's Lisa Reynolds, a passenger on a small charter plane that crossed through the triangle in 2003.
Lisa, voice trembling. It was beautiful. Blue skies. And then suddenly, we weren't in the sky anymore. Can't explain it. The windows went white like liquid light. And there was no sound. I looked at the man next to me. His mouth was open but no sound came out. Then, just as suddenly, it was over. The pilot said we'd only been in the air for an hour. But when we landed, it was 4 hours later. Nobody talks about it. But I know. Something happened to us.
3 survivors. 3 stories. All different, yet all the same. Lost time. Vanishing stars. Lights that don't belong in our world. Were they hallucinating? Or did they glimpse what really lurks inside the Devil's Triangle? The triangle waits. The Bermuda Triangle. For centuries, it has defied explanation. Is it a quirk of nature? A graveyard of bad luck? Or a place where our world meets another? One thing is certain. The triangle doesn't care who you are. Pilot, sailor, tourist. It waits. Silent. Watching. And when it chooses, it takes. This is the Devil's Triangle. Will you dare to enter?